let's go ahead and teach you how to download and install the replay mod for Minecraft 1.21, so you could actually download the replay mod and create amazing cinematics and save your replays in that way that you see every YouTuber doing it and you want to be able to do the same thing. This is the right video for you, because not only I'm going to show you how to download and install the replay mod 1.21, but also how to fix any issues that you might have along the way and how to be able to actually render the files after you install the mod. That is why it is extremely important that you watch this video until the end. Let's go ahead and get started. Now, the first step to download and install the replay mod for Minecraft 1.21 is to click the second link in the description, which is our written guide on how to download and install this mod if you were to get lost during this video. However, if you want to go ahead and watch the video and not read through the guide or anything, just scroll down to step 1 and click download. That will redirect you over here where we're going to look for the version that we desire. In this case, it's 1.21, and as you can see, it does say here that you require Fabric. Don't worry if you don't have Fabric installed or if you don't know what Fabric is. I'm gonna show you how to fix that later on in this video, but yeah, you're gonna need Fabric. Okay, anyways, go ahead and download that version that you want. In this video is going to be 1.21, so go ahead and click on download, and as you can see, the download will begin immediately for the replay mod. And while the replay mod is downloading, here's a message from Apex Hosting. If you're looking for a Minecraft server, this is the perfect servers for you. They actually offer 25% off your first server. You could create either a Java or a Bedrock server, a server that is hosted online and that is open 24/7, so you don't have to worry about IP tags, IP leaks, or anything like that, because this is completely safe and hosted by Apex Hosting. And besides them offering you over 200 mod packs with just a click of a button and having locations all around the world, something that I personally love about Apex Hosting is that you could actually control the server console through your phone, which means that you could be away from the house, and not only could you create the server, but also access the server console and kick people out, change the settings, change whatever you want to do through the server console, because it is your server. I'm gonna leave that first link in the description for 25% off, and now let's keep going with the tutorial. Now, once the replay mod downloaded, let's go ahead and drag and drop it into our desktop. So you could just minimize the browser and then click on this recent download history arrow there and drag and drop it into your desktop. Now, if you already have Fabric as well as the Fabric API installed in your computer, just go ahead and drag and drop the replay mod into your mods folder and you are kind of done. You could just skip forward in this video so you can see what's the next step in order for us to render the videos that we record with the replay mod. But if you don't have Fabric, which is the mod loader that is going to allow us to use the replay mod with Minecraft, that is what we're going to do in the next step. If you don't have Fabric, click on the third link in the description, which is our written guide on how to download and install the Fabric mod loader. Now, once over here, you don't have to read through the whole thing. Just click download Fabric here. That'll redirect you over here where we're going to click download universal jar, and the download will begin immediately. Now, let's go ahead and drag and drop the Fabric installer to our desktop, and we're also going to need the Fabric API. The Fabric API is kind of a mod library that what it does is that we are going to add it as well as a replay mod into our mods folder after we install Fabric, and this is going to allow the replay mod to work with Fabric, and it's going to allow the mod not to crash or anything like that, because without this you actually won't be able to use the replay mod. So it is a requirement. Fourth link in the description. Scroll down to step 1 and click download Fabric API here. You don't have to read through the whole thing, and then over here you're gonna look for Fabric API 1.21, which as you can see is the most recent one as of right now. In the future you might have to scroll down, click on these 3 dots, click download file, and then wait 5 seconds, and after 5 seconds your download will begin for the Fabric API. Now, once we have these 3 files downloaded, we're ready to begin. Go ahead and drag and drop the Fabric API to your desktop just like we did with the Fabric installer and the replay mod, and now with these 3 files, like I was saying, we're ready to begin. The first thing you want to do is make sure you close Minecraft as well as your Minecraft launcher. So I'm gonna go ahead and close that out. It is extremely important, however, that you have played Minecraft 1.21 at least once in your computer to create an instance of the game for Fabric to install to. Once you've done that, close out of the game and close out of the launcher. Now just right click on the Fabric installer, click open with, and click Java, and that is going to open this little menu in here. As you can see, the Minecraft version is already selected. It's 1.21 in here, and yeah, this is the Fabric installer. All we have to do is just click install. If you don't have 1.21 selected, just go ahead and look for it, select it, and hit install. The only issue that I could imagine that you have while opening the Fabric installer is that it doesn't let you open it, or that it opens as a web browser or a text document, or maybe when you right click and try to use Java to open it, it doesn't come out as an option. And to fix that, you're going to need Java 21. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave this guide in the description. It is extremely important that you install Java 21. It's actually really simple. You just download Java 21 and you open the installer and hit next a couple of times and you have Java installed. But pretty much you're gonna need Java because after Minecraft got updated to Minecraft 1.20.5, Java 21 is now a requirement for you to use any jar files, any mod, or anything like that for Minecraft. And if you pay attention to the Fabric installer, it is a jar file. So if this is not opening, that is because you don't have Java 21. And also, if you manage to open it but you don't have Java 21 installed, let's say that you have Java 17 or something like that, the game will crash. So you do need to update to Java 21. You might have to get rid of your older Javas after that, or maybe run a jar fix. I'm gonna leave those links in the description as well on how to do that in case you have any issues, because I know a small percentage of you will have issues while trying to install Fabric. Anyways, let's assume that everything went through, you're ready to install Fabric, you close out from the installer. Now go ahead and open your Minecraft launcher. Now when you open the Minecraft launcher, you'll see that Fabric Loader 1.21 is selected here automatically. That is because we just installed it. Anyways, we're gonna head over to installations and we're going to find Fabric in here. You have to select modded because without modded you actually won't don't see Fabric in here. And once you see Fabric, go ahead and click on this little folder. By the way, if you don't see Fabric, just click on new installation, look for Fabric on the version in here. So just type Fabric and then select 1.21. And then for the name, you can name it whatever you want. I'm gonna name mine Apex Hosting, since that will give you 25% off using the first link in the description for your first server. And then once you name it whatever you want and select the Fabric 1.21, click create here on the bottom right, and that would actually add Fabric in here. Anyways, once you either create a Fabric or found it, just go ahead and click on this little folder, and that is going to open a folder with a lot of files in it. But we're now specifically looking for another folder called mods. As you can see, my mods folder is right here. If you don't have the mods folder, don't worry, and I'm actually gonna go ahead and delete mine in case you can't find it. Just click new, click folder, and just name it mods, M-O-D-S. You just need to find this folder or create it. Even if you don't have it, you could just create it, mods, name it M-O-D-S, open that folder up, and now just drag and drop Fabric API as well as the replay mod into this folder. So just go ahead and select it, drag and drop it into here, and now we have the replay mod and the Fabric API in the mods folder. Head back to the launcher and now launch Fabric. It is extremely important that you open Fabric and not anything else, because Fabric is the mod loader that we're going to use to open the replay mod. So let's go ahead and hit play and wait for this to open. Now once Fabric opens, if we install the replay mod properly, you should actually see here the replay viewer right here. And if you launch a world, and that's actually what I'm gonna do, you will see that the replay mod is already installed. Okay, so let's go ahead and launch a world. It could be a single player or a multiplayer world. Again, if you need a multiplayer server, go ahead and use that first link in the description. Anyways, as you can see, as soon as we open the world, it says replay mod recording started. If you don't want that to happen, you could actually stop the recording here, and then in the options of the mod, you could actually change that later, which I'm gonna show you how to do in a bit. But anyways, let's go ahead and actually record real quick. So I'm gonna start a recording. I'm gonna move around a little bit so we could create a recording, because it is extremely important that you do the next step properly if you want to be able to get those videos out of Minecraft, because so far you have the replay mod installed, but you're not going to be able to get your recordings out of the game. So that is why this next step is extremely important. Let's go ahead and press escape, stop the recording, and now let's live to the title. Let's come back here. As you can see, save the replay file, and you could already see it in here. You could actually name it whatever you want, but we're actually going to go ahead and head over to the replay viewer, where we should see the recordings that we just did. And actually, if you try to go into this recording, so let's say we select the first one and we hit load, as you can see, we're now here in the world, and this is actually kind of uncomfortable to move around. This is the recording file that we just did, and if you actually press T on your keyboard, it's actually gonna give you your mouse and move around using the mouse, which is pretty useful. Anyways, so let's say that you create some type of recording in here, right? So let's say that you go back in here, you hit play, and then you want to add a keyframe in there, and then you press play again, you move the camera a little bit, and then you add like some position keyframe. And to be honest, I'm not an expert using the replay mod. I know how to install it, but I'm not that great using it, and I'm assuming you guys know how to use it or are gonna learn how to use it, because that's why you're watching this video on how to install it. Let's say that you created that and you actually want to render this video, so you want to hit save or render right here. So let's say that you play around with the settings in here and you're pretty happy with how it looks, and then you hit render, and as you can see, as soon as you try to render your video, it's actually going to tell you this in here. To render a video, you need to have FFmpeg installed, which is a file that is going to allow us to actually render the videos out of the game. So let me go ahead and show you how to install the FFmpeg so you could actually render the cinematics. Let's go ahead and close out from the game. Now you want to go ahead and click on the fifth link. I'm pretty sure it's the fifth link in the description. It's going to be labeled as FFmpeg anyway, so you guys, if you get lost, you're gonna see the name in there of the file. Okay, go ahead and click on that link. That is going to bring you over here where you have all the documentation about the replay mod. So if you are lost, you go ahead and read through all the things that they have in here, and you're gonna learn how to use the replay mod properly. Anyways, once over here, if you want to get the FFmpeg file, just go ahead and scroll down, and on the contents, right on one, you're gonna look for FFmpeg, and you're going to select your operating system, your OS. In this case, for me, it's Windows. So go ahead and click on that. That is going to bring you over here where we're going to go ahead and download it from right here. So if you're using Windows, you're gonna use this little green line in here. If you're using Mac, it's right here and stuff. So just go ahead and find your OS and then click on the line, and that is actually going to begin the download immediately. As you can see, the download already started. Now, and once this file downloaded, let's go ahead and actually drag and drop it into our desktop. So let's go ahead and place it over here. And now with this file in our desktop, and by the way, guys, you could already delete all the other files that we downloaded earlier because we don't need them anymore. We already used them. Okay, so with this file in our desktop, the FFmpeg zip file, go ahead and launch your Minecraft launcher. Okay, and once over here, once the Minecraft launcher open, head over to installations again, find the Fabric loader once again, and click on this folder right next to it, just like we did earlier, to add the mod. That is going to open this folder with a lot of files in it, remember. And what we're going to do now is drag and drop that file that we just downloaded, the FFmpeg zip file, drag and drop it into here. So let's go ahead and make this smaller so I could drag and drop it. So go ahead and select it from your desktop, drag and drop it into this folder. And now we're not done yet. As you can see, this is a zip file, meaning that this is a compressed file. So what you're going to do is right click on it and actually hit extract all, and that is going to extract the content of this zip file into that Minecraft folder, which is where we have the Minecraft installed. And as you can see, the folder already extracted is right here, and you could actually delete the zip file. We don't need it anymore. We could close out from this folder once we have the FFmpeg, and I hate saying that name because I can't even pronounce it properly. Once we have the folder here, you could close out from there. You could delete the zip file from your desktop, head back into your Minecraft launcher, and now launch Fabric again. And let's go ahead and try and render one more time to see if it actually worked. Now, once the game opened, let's go ahead and actually go over to that same replay that we were playing earlier. So just go ahead and find it here in your replay viewer, hit load once you found it. So once you're over here, you could actually now try and render the file. So over here, as you can see, we have already created a path and we could see it in here. This is our camera path in here. And again, guys, I'm not that great using this mod, but once in here, go ahead and hit render again, name this whatever you want and stuff, just change the settings around however you need to change it, and then hit render. And as you can see, this time it's actually going to start rendering, and it's not going to give us that issue that it gave us earlier. So you can see in here, it's rendering. And as you can see, we could actually open the video folder and we could go over that recording that we did. And this probably sucks, not gonna lie to you guys. There you go, there's the movement. That's exactly what I did. So there you go, that is pretty much how to download and install the Replay mod. I hope this tutorial helped you. If it did, don't forget to subscribe. That's all I ask in return. And as always, bye bye.